What it do? It's your boy Bodine. You are now tuned to another episode at St. Louis Tres Errbody, and I got a very special guest with me tonight. Dude has been on his grind heavy, man. Very, very consistent for the past couple years. MC, businessman, fashion designer, entrepreneur, show host, show performer. Doing it all, man. 5-0 family, man. We got MC Trey's in the building.
Bro, what's poppin', fam? How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro.
I like the intro, man. I like that. Appreciate it.
For sure, man.
Renaissance man,
For
you
sure,
know.
Man. How you been, though, bro?
Man, blessed and breathing, man. Like I said, kind of what we were just speaking about, man. Just, in a good space because of, being able to slow down and, be more rooted, in my purpose and, being around my son all day, for the pandemic. We've been chilling, man. Can't complain.
Sure, man. How has the pandemic been? Like, I know off camera we talked about how, like, it was, pretty much beneficial. You know what I'm saying? You got a chance to chill with the son, but as far as business goes, like musically and, you know what I'm saying, with the apparel and everything, how's it been dealing with that?
Man, it's, excuse me, it's honestly been, like, refreshing. You know what I mean? I've been able to fall back in love with having fun. You know what I mean? Like with, music, with creating all the way around from, merchandise ideas, you know what I mean? Like even the fine details of the merchandise, being able to have, a little more control over a lot of things too. So we've been really in a position to where we want to have complete control over everything, you know what I mean? And not really succumbing to certain platforms and certain, structures that have been set for us to follow. We're trying to really do you know what I'm saying? Like create literally our own lane, you know what I'm saying? And been able to, really hit the drawing board and not feel rushed. You know what I'm saying? Because, when the world was open, it's everything going 100 miles per hour. Right. You know what I mean? And when pandemic hit, we had to sit down. You had to sit still. You had to look in the mirror. You had to see all the stuff that, you did wrong. You had to see, face all that stuff, admit all that stuff, and then realize, all right, what we going to do next? You know what I mean? What we going to do that's going to be better, that's going to, of course, make people, gravitate towards you and, in the way that you want them to be received, the way you want to be received outside of the way you were received previously with whatever you did before. You know what I mean? So, and I know, like I said, man, the pandemic has been just, like I said, man, made me sit down. I literally had to sit down, you know what I'm saying, to deal with everything that I didn't do, and I wanted to do. And now, because of that time, I'm able to do everything that I want to do in a structured, formatted way to where it's becoming more successful as opposed to just throwing stuff against the wall, hoping to stick. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the biggest blessing is being able to see results from patience, planning, and preparation.
One thing about your team, you guys are pretty good at just working as a unit and, showing consistent results, whether it's like getting on tours, you know what I'm saying, building your fan base by doing tours or, just increasing your social media following. I peep everything. I just be, watching and seeing, what cats on the scenes doing. And I always bring y'all up, you, A-game, you know what I'm saying, the frat. Just how y'all move, you know what I'm saying. Y'all move as a unit, you know what I'm saying, y'all support each other, and y'all invest, you know what I'm saying, and y'all, you know what I'm saying, talent, not just put out the music, but y'all put money into, you know what I'm saying, the back end.
Yeah, marketing, the business. Yeah,
that's the most important part, you know what I mean, and it shows how important is that for, you know what I'm saying, an artist, you know what I'm saying, to like do.
Man, extremely important, and like I said, part of that pandemic, plandemic is what we've been calling it, you know what I'm saying, is being able to dive more, in detail into that part of it. Like I said, I started working with my dog Julian Keith, man, heavyweight juggernaut on the scene when we talking about marketing and advertising, you know what I'm saying, and me and Julian go way back. We talking about like 10 years, like, he hate when I talk about this, bro, but Julian, like, was the DJ, my first, like, mixtape once I broke up with my cousin group. My cousin had a group coming up, and then when I went to college, you know what I'm saying, I kind of was on my own. He was 2 years behind me, so I just jumped off the porch, and when I became MC Trey, I did my own solo mixtape, and Julian was DJ Hybrid back then. I don't know if you remember, bro. Julian was DJ Hybrid, bro. He was doing the stereo song. He was really kind of like, okay. You know what I mean, getting cracking, so he was DJing, you know what I'm saying, so he DJ'd my my first solo mixtape ever, bro.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of, and then like, you know, me, man, I'm real, like I said, as you can see, I'm a family-oriented guy, like people that, you know, have been around, you know what I'm saying, that of course continue to progress in their grind and whatever they, you know, they gravitated towards, and they've just become the best in their field at, you know what I mean? And that's the people I want to be around, you know what I'm saying? So of course, when we, you know, was able to reconnect back in end of 2018, when like I dropped I Told You with Julian, you know what I'm saying, and then we did the whole campaign, you know, that we hit all our goals, literally, you know what I'm saying? First time we set some goals, hit them, you know, 100,000 views on the book and all that stuff. But being able to sit down with Julian and like really understand the business of marketing and advertising, and like it's way bigger than just going to record a song and put it out and just expecting, you know, expect people, expect people to just be like, listen to your stuff just because you put it out. Like you think you the coldest in the world. Yeah. You know, you expect the world to tune in. It don't work like that. Nope. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. Like as much as you put into your music, you got to put triple that into your marketing and advertising, because these labels, they powered into the machine. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna do anything on the, you know, your quote unquote local level, you know what I mean, to build up your buzz and your foundation, you gotta be putting that money in yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta invest, and then like I said, the contracts and, you know, the media base and the, you know what I'm saying, the song trust and the pros, you know, all that different stuff. Hey, make sure your paperwork right, all that stuff, because, you know, you could do all this stuff, you know, and then you get a buzz and then they call, your paperwork ain't right, you know what I'm saying, or you owe this or you owe that, or you got, you know what I'm saying, things that ain't cleared. The next thing you know, everything that you thought you had coming is off the table because your business wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? And it's called the music business for a reason. And a lot of people just kind of neglect the business part because, you know, you get caught up in, you know, getting that instant gratification from songs and video views and stuff like that. But if you got that, you ain't got the business part, you really ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that was something that Julian was, you know, big in orchestrating that kind of change of pace, like paperwork wise, because, you know, we figured out how to book ourselves, we figured out how to throw our own shows, figured out how to, you know, got the plug on the merch, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff, been able to do that stuff on our own because we understood you got to make money. You know, you take money to make money. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So we always knew we got to pay ourselves first, and then we can go do whatever we need to do after that. You know what I'm saying? So, but when Julian came in, you know, he was able to dot the I's and cross the T's and kind of add a nice infrastructure, you know what I'm saying, to all them wacky, crazy ass ideas. You know, as an artist, we all know, you know, we be grandioso with the ideas sometimes, but it takes somebody to be like, all right, trim this, cut this, all right, do this, move it here, take this there, and then boom, you know what I'm saying, that it all makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So, and that was, you know, that to simplify, answer the question, man, the business is, you know, like you said, a huge part that a lot of people neglect because of, too, just the ignorance and not having somebody to hip you to it. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of, you know, people that's, you know, putting emphasis on the business like Julian is. You know what I'm saying? He's literally has programs called Julian Jules where he's giving the game to people. And, you know, when I tapped in, it was like, bro, this is kind of feel like what I was missing personally. You know what I'm saying? And what some of the team was as well, you know what I'm saying, from In Blue Clothing to A-Game, marketing, advertising. We always knew we had the content. We just didn't have enough eyes watching it and putting it in front of enough people to change our life. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when Julian came in, that was a game changer, bro, like in real life. And he helping me understand more about the business and the importance of having your paperwork and your shit together. Because when they come knocking and they together, you know, you might as well, they gonna go, they gone, you know what I'm saying? And of course, if you ain't young enough for them to pull the wool over your eyes and be like, all right, just sign this and we got you, because we ain't going for that. You know what I'm saying? So we're aware what's going on, what we need, and when we got our stuff together and they come knocking, it's like, all right, let's talk, as opposed to, you know, they gonna take us under their wing because we know what's up. You know what I'm saying? So, but the business, bro, if you don't got your business together, bro, you ain't really got nothing going. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Do you see like being that you know, got a strategy now, a plan, are you getting help with, you know, seeing where your core audience is at, you know what I'm saying, and what type of songs that people really gravitate towards from like you? Do like you work on those type of songs more now, and are you planning on like going to the cities where you get the most, you know what I'm saying, listeners and everything? For sure. That's definitely what gauging, you know, of course, my audience is from, like, you know, you gather all that information from, you know, the app, the Facebook,
Spotify's, the iTunes, you get all that, of course you put that out there to where you figure out where, your core audiences are, and absolutely planning like tours and small shows and targeting, advertisements to certain areas when we drop certain songs that have a certain appeal in a certain area, you know what I'm saying? So all it's like a straight science, you know what I'm saying? To that whole, like the numbers and the pie charts and the graphs, you know what I'm saying? That you'd be like, sometimes it should make your head hurt, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's really allowing you, to see, you know what I'm saying, clearly, all right, this works over here, so we're going to go promote I Told You in Cali. You know what I'm saying? Because they got Cali, Cali got a little more of melodic, smooth, cooler stuff. And then I got Toast, which works better on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? Because they want that bar work. They don't want no real singing. They just want to be able to, you know what I'm saying, hear what you're working with. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's absolutely helping, you know what I'm saying, on that end. But as far as, changing my creative process, I've really still continued to be, you know what I'm saying, just make music for myself, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I've learned. Because honestly, before I Told You, bro, just keep it funky, like, I was, we all know the rappity, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was real just like, all right, I'm finna be the best lyricist in the world. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, I was real, like, self-conscious and almost fearful to introduce, like, more melodies into my music. You know what I'm saying? And then I Told You was a stretch for me. Like, it felt weird, you know what I'm saying, me doing it, because if you listen to everything pre I Told You, you know what I'm saying, within 2018, that's when I found my sound, I always say, with this song called FYI. So, like, I feel like that song, that's when I found my sound. And then after that, I became more comfortable using, some more melodies in my music. And then, when I Told You happened, boom, that was one of the first songs that really, like, changed, you know what I'm saying, my perception. Like, damn, like, people, like, tapped in, tuned in, you know what I'm saying, it's really going crazy, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, it was like something that I didn't even want to put out. You know what I'm saying? It was like weird to me. I was like, well, I don't like that sing song stuff, man. I want to rap, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, when I did that, I was like, all right, man, that's what y'all want to hear. So then I started incorporating a little bit more here and there, and people love it, you know what I'm saying? And it's been giving me the more confidence to do that. But at the same time, I'm still, like I said, true to, what I like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still making music that I want to hear, and even more so here lately, because like I said, I've kind of incorporated those melodies and things of that nature to where, like I said, it's, I've opened up my, my palette, you know what I'm saying, to listen to different sounds and different songs that I would normally be like, I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear this. Now I'm giving it all a chance. And it's like, okay, bro, really talking about something. Once you get past the layers of the auto-tune and all other stuff, like, okay, bro, putting something together, you know what I'm saying? So, and you understand and find that middle ground, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, for me, I've, like I said, reevaluated my palette, and it's helped me reevaluate my outlook and the things that I make. And, I'm still real selfish. Like I said, I'm making music for me, and it's like, hope y'all like it. You know what I'm saying?
Just add more to your repertoire.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's it, man. Being more dangerous, you know what I'm saying? Because at that point, now when they don't know what you coming with, what you gonna do, that's when you dangerous. You know what I'm saying? That's when it's like, okay, I don't know what bro got up his sleeve, but he got something. We know that. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's, I love that. I love that right there.
Now, you recently just came out with a new project.
It's on the way, man. Almost.
Okay, still
okay. Late Night Flights, man. Okay. November 12th.
Okay.
Nobody else got the date, man. Zengos versus everybody got the date. You know what I'm saying? November 12th.
What's the concept behind Late Night Flights?
So, Late Night Flights, man, is pretty much, it's a project that takes place in a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, pretty much like at a late night conversation that's amongst, good friends. Okay. And of course, we all know when you have them late night conversations, whether it's in the car, whether it's in the kitchen, whether it's in, in the crib talking to somebody, and it's one of them late night early hours, it's more raw, it's more authentic, it's more truthful. You know what I'm saying? It's you more of yourself. At them late night, early morning hours, they call those creative hours. You know what I mean? And so, and I feel like that's when people are, 100% themselves, and they reach that peak, elevation of them, who they are, and they're going to be 100% honest with you, and you embracing all your flaws and positives all in one. And that's the concept of Late Night Flights. You know what I'm saying? It's like that concept of, reaching your highest elevation of who you are. You know what I'm saying? And of course, the concept itself was birthed from me and the homies back in coming out of high school, going to college. We started, doing our thing, you know what I'm saying, and we got introduced to Mary. You know what I'm saying? We can only do it late at night. You know what I'm saying? Because we still at home with moms, you know what I'm saying? We come back from college, we got to stay with moms, you know, so it's like, we can't be out doing our thing like we was at college. You know what I'm saying? So, but that concept of the whole thing took place, and mentally, how I prepared the project, it took place in the car. You know what I'm saying? Like when me and my homies, when we first really got into everything, you know what I'm saying? We was in U City, you know what I'm saying? Boxing, you know what I'm saying? Taking routes around U City, just chilling, you know what I'm saying? And just really having real deep conversations about what we all wanted to be when we grew up, and, you know, about life. You know what I'm saying? We all knew, you know what I'm saying? We was going to figure it out. We didn't know if it was going to be music, clothes. We didn't know if we was going to be business owners, you know what I'm saying? We didn't know what it was, but we knew we was going to figure this out. And that's what all of our conversations have always been, you know what I'm saying, from high school to now. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know what I'm saying, we always got a solid, you know, forward, progressive thinking group of people around us. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Late Night Flights is pretty much the embodiment of those conversations. You know what I'm saying? And then to myself, the different personalities of myself that I've embraced, you know what I'm saying, throughout those conversations, not wanting to, you know, shy away from, you know, my ratchet side, my conscious side, you know what I'm saying, all the different personalities that make MC Trey. You know what I'm saying? The Late Night Flights is that, you know, that embodiment.
Now, I know you dropped mixtapes.
Yeah.
You dropped the EP, I think like a year ago, too. Is this the first official, like...
Now, this still ain't even the album.
Okay.
This is EP too. Okay. I'm calling this EP too because my album gonna be called Overly Confident.
Okay.
That's stashed. I got that stashed. So, you know, this is still an EP. I dropped the audio biography EP with Through Sauce Records last year.
Okay.
So I did that, and then since then the pandemic kind of twisted everything around. So then that's when we hit him with the 3 mixtape. You know, I always do my 3 styles on Thursdays and joints. So we did the 3 mixtape kind of because the pandemic threw us off our initial, you know, plan to drop Late Night Flights, because I was going to drop Late Night Flights back in April. You know what I'm saying? So, but of course, when everything went down, it's like, all right, we have to readjust, you know what I'm saying? And boom, 3 mixtape came, all the videos, we did a bunch of 3-style videos, you know what I'm saying, and went back to the drawing board. But this is still considered an EP because I got an album, I got 2 other EPs like tucked.
Hey,
You know what I'm
man,
saying? So,
you know, I always tell cats, man, like, every artist should have used the pandemic to really just work.
Bruh.
It's like no excuse.
At all. You have none. You know, you ain't got no distractions, bro.
None.
Yeah, the club ain't open. You ain't out there spending money, blowing money with females running around. You ain't doing none of that. You got to sit
Your
still.
shit been working,
bro.
And that's all me and my guys been doing.
Yeah.
Like, when we couldn't go out, so when they said if you go out, you know, you're going to get fined, we was going to the studio.
Facts.
It was working.
Facts.
You know
That
what
was
I mean?
it.
So for 2021, we just ready to just...
Yeah, locked and loaded, bro.
Yeah.
What they say, clips,
Yep.
ammo.
And, like, that's what everybody should have been doing,
facts.
man.
That's it, bro. And on all services, too, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's, excuse me, you know, we talking about, like, the campaign, your marketing campaign, whether you're working on just music, whether you're working on, you know, like I said, different brands or groups. Like I said, I know throughout that time y'all came out with y'all AMG label, you know what I'm saying? Like that was something that just, you know, that was birthed through, you know what I'm saying, the pandemic. Whether, you know, that's happened before, but that was gave y'all that time to really hone out the details and figure out, you know, so what's going on. And like I said, bro, it's the best time for creatives, just when everything is still, which, you know, like that's one of the reasons why I like in the wintertime, that's my favorite time to create, because the world slow down. You know what I'm saying? Summertime is hot, everybody outside. When it get cold, you got to sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's kind of what we had an extended winter. I felt like, you know what I'm saying. Throughout 2020 was like an extended winter to where it was like, yeah, stay inside, bro. Like now it's gonna get cold. It's gonna be the longest winter ever, bro. But at the same time, it's giving you that chance to, like you said, to really look inside and figure out what you want to do when outside open up. You know, so
how important is it for an artist to not only stay consistent with dropping content but videos, because you know with the trees that, like, and it's really like it's a smart marketing campaign to do freestyles over other people's beats, and like a lot of artists don't really be on that, you know what I mean? But that's how cats like Los, even Wayne, you know what I'm saying, or Jacquees, that's how niggas be getting like known for just killing niggas beats, man.
Facts. Drake did that too, you know what I'm saying? Like, you think about it, like I said, man, we all birthed under that Wayne era, you know what I'm saying, the no ceilings, the dedications and all that, and we grew up on that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why shy away from, you know what I'm saying, what we know, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, it's just fun, bro. It's like getting in the gym, you know what I'm saying? That's like, you a hooper, you gonna go play pickup, you know what I'm saying? Rapping on other people's beats, that's literally just session, you know what I'm saying? You just going in like, all right, let's have some fun, you know what I'm saying? Because it ain't your beat, but at the same time, you sharpening your steel, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I look at it as, just practice, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's fun. It's fun too.
Do you get a lot of people that become fans? From just finding your videos and your freestyles and stuff like that?
Facts. And like that's one of the things, like I say, with the the marketing aspect came into it too. Like I was just dropping them, you know what I'm saying, like every other Thursday, just kind of willy-nilly, you know what I'm saying. And then we came in the top of this year because I've been dealing with Julian since 2019. I was like, yo, I want to do this, you know what I'm saying. So I'm like, I really want to like focus my 3 styles, you know what I'm saying, a certain songs, certain beat selections, you know what I'm saying, and like drop one every day, then boom, drop the project, you know what I'm saying. So like I was really into that. And then like I said, when pandemic hit, it was like, yo, chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't drop 4. Like, in March, I dropped 1 every Thursday. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when I locked in with Rimrod for the first time. We shot, like, 3. Me and Rimrod shot 2, and then Boomin shot 2. Now, me and Rimrod shot 3, Boomin shot 1. And then me and Boomin got a couple of tucks still. But, like I said, man, it's just, like, it was one of those things where, like, I just was dropping them. But, you know, we were seeing a little bit of buzz here or there. But then when I was able to plug it into the system and really, like, market those 3 styles, the numbers went crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm looking back at videos, not just the other day, but I'm like, now I got 40,000 on this little 3 style, you know what I'm saying? And if I wouldn't have had my business together, you know what I'm saying, it would have probably been capped at 1,000 or 2,000, whatever my little base would have been without that, you know, that push. But, you know what I'm saying, those things have been really through pandemic, and then that's what kind of prompted me to do the 3 mixtape, because it was going crazy on the book. You know what I'm saying? Then we jumped on Audio Mac, and it was going crazy on Audio Mac. It was like, all right, bet, let's do the tape. Just throw the tape out there. And it was, man, it's been a blessing, because, you know, those little hits that people get, they be like, damn, okay, he doing this on this beat. What he finna do on his joint? You know what I'm saying? It just piques their curiosity, and then at that point, you know, you give them 1 or 2 songs, you got a fan. You know what I'm saying? Man,
it's dope. And you recently just dropped a new video?
Yeah, man, we put Moments out. That was a couple weeks ago, I think a week 2 ago. And so, like, we've been really rolling out, trickling stuff out for late night flights. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, what was that? The first video was FaceTime. Me and Jones did FaceTime.
I was looking at that.
Yeah, bro, that joint crazy out of nowhere. Yeah, Morgan did like 13K in a month, and then, like I said, that's back to that marketing advertising. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that shit real, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know, we had FaceTime trickle out first, then we went to LA last month. You know what I'm saying? Linked up with the homegirl St. Louis, Danielle Champion. Okay. So she
I was about to ask you, like, who
yeah, man, St. Louis. Man, St. Louis versus everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of them. Yeah, facts, that point. So it was one of them demos. So, like, I hit her up. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, she was, of course, you know, she's somebody for real out there, you know what I'm saying, on the YouTube market. Okay. And it was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And I hit her up and I was like, all right, cool, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, we know, my mama know your daddy, da-da-da-da. She was like, oh, well, you from St. Louis? Oh, let's do it. I was like, say less. And that was off the strength, just we from the crib. And that's love, you know what I'm saying? So she pulled up, you know what I'm saying, fucked with me, and, you know, we dropped the Moments. Moments been doing extremely well. You know, one of my favorite songs off of Late Night Flights personally. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I shot a video with Boomin last weekend. We got another with Rimrod. So we locked and loaded, bro, for, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna shoot a video to every song off the project.
Hell that's my goal. Get that Beyonce on,
yes,
man.
Sir.
Well, yo, further ado, we gonna get into Moments from my dude MC Trey. Gonna take a break. Y'all vibe to this right quick. St. Louis versus everybody.
Yes,
you dig?
3.
Okay, alright. Ooh, okay, alright. Don't overthink it, let's just have a good time. Hit this, sip this, what's on your mind? Ooh, okay, alright. Okay, alright. Okay, alright. Okay, alright. Wait, alright, I pull up. Bump on my own shit. Shot stud, drip down. Rock on my own shit. You come up, they talk down. That gon' be on shit. Shit on they phone and they troll shit. Niggas hella lame, bruh, no shit.
I'm just passing through. Moments. Cool.
Long road trip, short phone calls. Long text messages, no response. She tired of sitting on the bench and she want to start in position. She see my team out here winning, asking questions like, what are we? What's your intentions? Baby, I'm hungry for life, thirsty for millions. Whips with the mission, still and plotting. World domination in my beachside layer. Chilling like a villain, not an episode of All My Children. Just heavy truths of pain from past use, exposing our war wounds under blood moons. As the tides rise, waves crash. shit, so did us. Is it goodbye? Echoes of war raging on inside of hearts on the front line, way beyond enemy lines. Ironically, it's familiar territory. Listen, shorty, I understand you won't follow and ignore me. Just keep your head high like 3 stories, ayy. And when you tell them 3 stories, ayy, just make sure they non-fiction, no stories. The times we had will last forever, like the wealth I will accumulate to elevate my namesake, generated for generations. Circumstances we wasn't placed in, but created. The game we played it, and then we changed it. We broke the cycle, rolling on rival state to state, getting these flows up. Me and my road dogs risking it all to have it all. One band, one sound, loving my crew, permanent like tattoo. Hey, and that's for you. Shit, I'm cool. Baby, I'm cool. Nah, I'm cool. Chill.
Yeah, so we back. That was Moments by my dude MC Trey off that new project dropping soon, Late Night Flights.
Yes, sir.
Is that available on digital streaming platforms?
Yeah, it will be November 12th. November 12th, we gonna be on everything. Tidal, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon, all of that.
Cool, man. Are you gonna do? I know A Game recently did like a mixtape listening session.
Yeah.
/ performance. Are you gonna do something like that for yours?
Yeah, man. So honestly, we actually just did one like last week. So it was super dope because we did it with Swoop Transportation in St. Louis. So it's a black-owned ride-share service. Mm-hmm. So because Late Night Flights took place in a car, you know what I mean, like mentally how I did it. So we gave people the opportunity to sign up to experience Swoop Transportation, driving them around through a route that I designed myself, through U-City, through them same streets, you know what I'm saying, where I grew up, where the project took place in my mind. And they was able to, you know, ride through the city, you know, with their vice of choice, you know what I'm saying, to listen to the project. You know what I'm saying? So it was super dope, man, to the point to where we put up the sign-ups like on the Tuesday, bro, and it was going to be that Saturday, where they flooded the site. You know what I'm saying? To where we had the site crashed, bro. To where like we had to open it up another hour because the site busted to where like it let people book a certain hour too many times. You know what I'm saying? So like we had to add an extra hour, you know what I'm saying? It was super dope, bro. Super dope experience, man.
That's man, people gotta start getting creative on how to like just a regular listening session and I mean that's always great.
Word.
But doing something like that, you know what I'm saying, is pretty dope.
Yeah, right on, man. It was like I said, it was something that I ain't never seen anybody do before. You know what I'm saying? It was an idea that I randomly had. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, you know, the universe, you know, just kind of aligned it for me because one day I was talking about it. Next day I seen Swoop Transportation online. I was like, damn, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So, and he was tapped in with a few people that I knew. I reached out, you know what I'm saying? He was more than willing, bro. Like, it was a beautiful situation, man. So,
it's good, man.
It was love. It was love.
How important is it for you to use like your network of people? You know what I'm saying? How has that been beneficial for like your career as of late? Like just it's not what you know, but who you know.
Facts, and that's big, bro. Like I said, it's not what you know, but who you know. But once you get to who you know, then what you know is gonna keep you there. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big thing. That one of my pops, my mottos. You know what I'm saying? It's not what you know, but who you know. But at the same time, once you get there, you got to be able to bring some value to that situation. And like you said, man, your net worth is your net worth. You know what I'm saying? It's only gonna go as far as, you know, the relationships you willing to build and, you know what I'm saying, and to keep. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, like the social media, bro, like, and that's one of my OGs, like, bro, you could be everywhere but nowhere. Everywhere. With that social media, with this iPhone, you know what I'm saying, we could literally be in Germany, right in St. Louis at the same time talking to somebody, connecting a feature, or, you know what I'm saying, talking to a producer, you know what I mean? So it's big, man. You know what I'm saying? And I always had this love-hate relationship with social media. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it could be time-consuming, you know, so you go down that rabbit hole. We all been there before. We sitting our legs, fall asleep, and we scrolling, you know what I'm saying, on the phone, and, you know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, it's about utilizing it for the tool that it is. You know what I'm saying? To make sure it's propelling you forward and not bringing you back. And I'm loving it, man. You know what I'm saying? The new side of things, because, you know, at first I was fed up with it, you know what I'm saying? Then realized another side of it, like I said, and also Julia, you know what I'm saying, enlightened me on a few things to where, you know, how to use it properly in the right time frames and, you know, those type of things, man, it's dope, bro. It's a tool for sure. Now,
you recently, you know, you're into the merch game.
Yeah.
You got the Do You clothing.
Yes, sir.
How long have you been doing that?
Man, I've been doing this since talking about like 2012 for real, like back in college. You know what I'm saying? So like back in college, and my partner, I went to school at Missouri Western.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I left to go to school like in 08.
Play sports or anything?
Yeah, I played basketball, you know what I'm saying? Then I had like this little scholarships for like over Illinois, but I chose to go just to go to school because
sure.
I didn't want to play ball, and I had a scholarship for band too. I played the tuba.
Oh, dope.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to do nothing. I was like in college, I just want to go to college. You know what I'm saying? So, and I went to Missouri Western. And so like that's right up in Kansas City, like 30 minutes outside of KC. And so my partner in Kansas City, I ended up meeting my sophomore year. That was like 2010. You know what I'm saying? And he had his own clothing line. You know what I'm saying? So he was really just kind of getting started. And I was like hosting parties at that time on campus and stuff like that. And it was like, bro, let's, then we was on Black Student Union too. So like we was kind of tapped in with the campus. You know what I'm saying? So we started throwing events, and then we ended up throwing fashion shows. And then I got introduced to that during like 2010, doing a fashion show with him and his brand and helping him print shirts and screen print, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, this is hard. You know what I'm saying? I like the creative aspect to where like I can really think something, and then next thing I know, boom, it's in my hand. You know what I'm saying? So when I was like, shit, let me do something with my shit. You know what I'm saying? And that was 2010 is when I really started, Do You, and I started my first little T-shirts, and so we did them through campus, sold them out, and I was like, oh damn, you know what I'm saying? I made more money off merch than I did off music. So it's like, I bet, you know what I'm saying? So from that point on, it just constantly evolved. You know what I'm saying? And then of course, like I said here, these past couple years, you know what I'm saying? I've been more diving deeper into like, fabrics and, like satin details, you know what I'm saying? And finding a manufacturer where we can literally control every aspect. And my brother Tremaine, he has a clothing line called In Blue. And he has a manufacturer of his own where, like you say, you're literally controlling your tags. I can put what I want on my watch label, you know what I mean? Like I got control every single piece of this, you know what I'm saying, that I'm wearing right now. And once we got into that, then the pandemic hit. Like I said, at that point, I was like, all right, I'm going back to the drawing board to rebrand, you know what I'm saying, from where I started to just T-shirts, slapping logos on T-shirts, and now we, embroidered, handmade garments, you know what I'm saying, to increase the quality of it. Of course, the company, with the quality of music, everything in business and everything growing, you know what I'm saying? So, like, we've been doing this since 2010, and it went from just T-shirts to, hoodies to now we doing full jumpsuits. I got a bomber jacket, windbreakers, you know what I'm saying? So, we really, like, expanding, you know what I'm saying, all the way around, and it's going to keep getting bigger, bro, for real, because it's a bag.
Yeah, that merch game is definitely a bag.
For sure.
And, like, has sales stopped or increased since the pandemic?
Man, it's definitely stayed consistent. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna fake it to you. You know what I'm saying? Like we, had little T-shirts and little random stuff here and there. Like we did our STLUSA stuff throughout.
That shit was hard.
Yeah, right on. So we did those throughout the pandemic, and them just went crazy. You know what I'm saying? And and he had his push pants. You know, so he was doing that stuff. We all, like I said, it's always all for one for all type time. So we was pushing all that stuff together. And then of course with me, like I said, I kind of fell back from my Do You merch since the last drop. Like pretty much when I dropped the EP, the audio biography with Wayne and Lydia, I did a merch drop, sold all that stuff out, and I really hadn't dropped no merch since then.
Was it like the yellow shirt with the RBG, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's my goal. That's like pretty much like my classic hoodie. That was like the first design that I came out with.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Back in like 2012 when I evolved and got that logo made, I ran with that. I had them on long sleeve shirts, hoodies, you know what I'm saying? All
Damn, it's been that long?
Bro,
I like remember that.
Yeah, it was like, bro, back 2015, 2016, I think, you know what I'm saying, like hell ago.
Flying, bro.
And so like from that, like I said, I evolved to doing more merch catered towards my drops. Like, like with the audio biography, I did a T-shirt like collection where it was all, different titles of the songs and different like designs around that. But my red, black, and green, you know what I'm saying, Go Do You hoodie, that's like my classic go-to that people look for me like, when you dropping them again? You know what I'm saying? When you doing those again? So FYI, we doing it next month. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, next month we got the Gold Boys coming back, but they're going to be a higher quality, of course, handmade. Instead of just being vinyl print, we're going to have the Chanel kind of font, like almost like the Letterman kind of fabric type deal. So, yeah, we're going to have them popping out, you know what I'm saying? So, it's next month, man, you know what I'm saying? So, we got the Gold Boys coming back. I got a couple different flavors coming to the jumpsuits and stuff, too, these next couple months as well, but like I said, man, we've been doing it for a minute, bro. Like I'm telling you,
man, it's been working, bro.
Minute, man. Like I said, when I put them first shirts up, we start hitting the road like in 2014 for real. I had T-shirts every time. every single time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we jumping off stage, like, yo, $5, $10. You know, we at college crowds too, so, you know, we ain't busting your head, but we, of course, we're going to expand the brand. We're going to collect $1 or $2 or $5, whatever you got, run it. You know what I'm saying? So, and we always selling T-shirts and CDs every single chance we got. And then, you know, been able to be blessed to, you know, with the skill too, you know, do our thing on stage, and then that just, of course, leads people to give you more money.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So,
how was working that college crowd?
Oh man, I love it. I love the college crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where it all started for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, when I became MC Trey in college at Mo West. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just Trey at first. You know what I'm saying? And then I started hosting the clubs and DJing, you know, so with the DJs, and we started. I was with this DJ, man. He had this like college night, and then like, you know, I came in and kind of revamped this whole vibe. I was like, bro, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do it on this night. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk to them about getting an open bar, and boom, open bar. We got all that stuff set up, and then I was like, I got the campus, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? So then I went to campus like, yo, boom, come on, we flooded this joint. You know what I'm saying? And from that point, like I said, bro, like people, like some people's called, they thought I was the DJ. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm had the mic and I'm walking around the whole club, but they still trying to get me to, like I'm DJ. I'm like, yo, no, I'm the MC. I'm MCing. And of course, the flyers was MC Trey. And like I said, bro, that's where literally people stopped calling me Louis. They stopped calling me Lou. They stopped calling me Trey. It was MC Trey. That was it. That's what I'm saying. So like from that point on, bro, like that college energy, bro, like that's the future. That was the, you know what I'm saying? That was the future leaders of tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? And today, to where, you know, once you tap into that crowd, that energy is contagious, bro.
Yep.
Them college crowds, and like I said, and then they're inclined to support. You know what I'm saying? College kids, if you remember, you know, so we was all back in college, you know, so you looking for that next thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what your music tastes.
The Nipsey's,
that was the Big Sean's, the Wiz Khalifa's. That's where we was on. Like, you know, so we was going to college. It was the Big Sean, the Wiz, like you said, the Mac Miller and all that stuff. We was all tapped in like, what's next? You know what I'm saying? We got on Nipsey back then. You know what I'm saying? So it was like one of those things. That's when you digging for that new thing to bring to your friends. Like, yo, I got one. You know what I'm saying?
Future right here.
Exactly. So, you know, when you tap into that crowd and you can really, you know, get a hold of a certain group, you know what I'm saying? And of course, in different regions too, being able to do that, bro, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing, because, you know, you get to places you ain't never been before. People singing your song and you don't even know.
Facts.
None of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful thing, bro. For sure.
So Sauce Records, that's the label?
Yeah, that was label. We still rock with Sauce. I'm not technically signed to Sauce.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? But that's still family for sure.
Gotcha.
Wayne and Lydia, my dogs. You know what I'm saying? So
shout out to
it's
them.
all love. Yeah, for sure.
Are you guys ever plan on doing like a compilation? I know like you, real early, Lydia, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, you know, work a lot together. Y'all plan on doing like a,
so,
you know what I'm saying?
So me and A got Starsky and Hutch in the cut.
Okay.
So yeah, we got a little joint called Starsky and Hutch. We've been working on, you know, so we got like 1 or 2, you know what I'm saying, solid. But you know, we still kind of building that. You know, so we ain't really rushing it. But we definitely plan to drop it next year for sure.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's 1 in the cut. And I know me and Early overdue. Early Uglass, you know we overdue. Early know what's up. And then Lydia, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know we definitely got to tap back in. She just had a beautiful baby girl. So, you know what I'm saying? We definitely been, you know, giving their space and let them do their thing. But yeah, we definitely, you know, they always included somehow, some way what we got going on. Like I said, because of, you know, how we started it. I'm forever grateful for, you know what I'm saying, kind of the relationship we built from I Told You. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's always love. We always gonna work for sure.
It's dope, man. Yeah. Any closing remarks, words of wisdom you want to get to the people?
Man, do you or don't breathe. You know, always stay true. You know what I'm saying? Do what makes you happy. Do what you love, and consistently create, man. Don't stop creating, bro. You know what I'm saying? Always keep the family first. Pay the family. You know what I'm saying? And pay yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's it, and that's all, man. Late night flights, November 12th. Yes, sir. DoYouCrew.com. Tap in with the merch. You know what I'm saying? St. Louis versus Errbody.
You did. Hey, man, it's been a pleasure having you. I think this is our first really time sitting down and just rapping. But I always, you know what I'm saying, I'm always rooting for y'all.
Same.
You know what I mean?
Same.
So
I mean, what's up? Get on the song, man. What's up, man?
Let's do it.
We turn the interview bow off and let's get on there. Fro, man.
We're gonna make that happen.
Yeah, so
we're gonna make that happen,
man. Let's
bro.
make it happen.
For sure, man.
Yeah, my dog.
STLvsErrbody, MC Trays, late night flights coming soon.
Real song.
Moments is out now.
Yes, sir.
Check that out. Cop the clothing. Support the artists, man. Whether if you're from St. Louis or from wherever, support the artists, man.
Facts.
We out. Peace.
3. Yes, sir.